Hello folks, so Here Be Dragons is a turn-based combat game set in the time of Christopher Columbus. The game revolves around rolling dice and slotting them into various skills to attack and defend against the enemy. So I thought the game was going to be very much like Dicey Dungeons, a real favourite on the channel. But it's not. You can have multiple units on each side, you have an initiative-based system to decide who goes first each turn, and most importantly, you share the pool of dice with your enemy. It's also very silly. This is Captain Parrot. 17,000, dear Polly. The Royal Court must be in a terrible hurry. Nobody ever paid so much for a research expedition. This will allow you to pay off your tavern debts. Flying up, you saw the remains? Are they directly ahead of us? Good. Maybe the sea dogs will lead us to the rest. Right, so this game has actually been out in early access. But I'm playing the full version here. That comes out on the 30th of January 2020 on Steam. It's by Red Zero Games, and thanks to them for giving me a key to this to check it out, for Randomise User, home of the best indie games around. You should subscribe. We have tea and cake. Well, I do. So the game now has 40 battles across 13 campaigns, and this is actually the 4th. And I'm playing it for the first time, so it should be well enough after the tutorial to be interesting as well. So now we've been told that we've been introduced to a new enemy, the Megalodon, which has a special thing here, special attack. Shark Bite, it attacks and heals itself simultaneously. So here's the board in question. So let's have a look at the shark. Shark Bite. So it's going to bung dice into there and going to attack me. But it's a bit more complicated. It's a lot more complicated than Dicey Dungeons, really. So I've got 2 units. They've got 3. So what's happened is 5 dice have been rolled, and we basically share them out. It does get complicated. So I can drag 1 die onto, well, somewhere here for this unit. I can drag another one onto this one, and then he'll get all the other 3. Simple, really. I can only fit certain things into certain places, like over here. Oh god, I've got this is actually the first campaign where we've actually got a different ship to normal, so I'm actually going to have to look at this a bit more carefully. I can only fit 5s and 6s into Fire Polly. Causes quite a lot of damage. Another salvo would just be, well, oh god, here's another thing. You have to, first, every turn you get like a salvo first, where you just exchange fire. I'm going to basically attack for 2 here, with that unit, and attack for 1 there. And they've got 1, 1, 1. And then you actually use your special attack, but first of all you have to sort out the die. So, let's have a look. And we've got 1, 2, 4, 4, 4. And they can slot in, well, they can only use the 4s. And they won't be able to use the 1s and the 2s. But the game encourages you to actually select lower dice if you can. And because if the sum of all your dice that you use is higher than the opposition, you lose the initiative and they get to go first. It's confusing. And the scales here help you and work that out. But we'll see how it goes. God, here we go. So I can't Fire Polly because that requires 5s and 6s. And what I can do is Broadside. The trouble is I can only fit 1 die per turn into there, so that will have to be on my second turn when I'm able to actually fire and cause 2 damage to all units. So that is actually quite nice, so I'm going to do that. It's all very strategic and you have to think quite a long time. These things over here are things that will permanently increase your stats for a battle. And I can't do anything here. I could put a 1 or a 2 in there. If I put like a 1 or a 2 in there, that means my shield will go up for the rest of the battle, which is nice. Or I could do another salvo, which might actually be okay. I can be aggressive at first. I don't know how the shark stuff is going to play out. And they're only going to be able to assign the 4 and the 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the smaller die and put it into... I'll give myself a bit more defence over here. So they're going to have to use the remaining dice, which adds up to more than what I used. So I'm going to have the initiative. I'm going to go first. When it's 2 versus 3, that's going to be all the more likely for that to happen. Right, so that's done them. Now, what happened there is that they assigned 4 to there and 4 to there, but they couldn't use the remaining die, and because of that, they took damage. If you don't use all the die, if there's leftover dice, then yeah, damage happens. So no. Anyway, I've got the initiative, so now I get to do the salvos, which is, as I say, the first part of the turn, when I get to just like attack with my cannons. I'll probably concentrate on, well, let's fire both of them at here. So that's going to be a total of a 3 attack against 1 shield. So that is a total. The final total is 2. So they're down to now 3. They're going to salvo me. It looks like they just did it to there. I've got 2 shields. We've both got 2 shields. Now they've just shark bit and healed. So is that one. So that's 2 off. I think for. Well, I'm not sure which one they actually attacked. It all happened so fast, but I think they went for this one. So they've actually now healed the damage that I caused, rather irritatingly, but never mind. So now I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is nice. Which means I could fire Polly. Even if I play 5 and a 6, that's 11. 2, 3, 4. That means that I'll actually lose the initiative. If you don't play a dice, that doesn't count to the sum, so you can sort of like regain the initiative simply by not playing all the dice. It's a thing. What I might do is, well, I've got the broadside to go. I might if I put the 4 into there, and up here, I might do another salvo, which will keep the total down, which will give me the initiative at first. Although the initiative isn't like crucial, but when you're actually starting to get low on health, it can be. So let's have a go. Okay, well, I could put. Oh, it was actually different for 5 and 6. I didn't actually see that earlier. That's the first time that's actually happened. So a 5 only causes 2 damage, and 6 causes 3 damage. Ooh. We could probably finish that guy off if we do that. But unfortunately, we will lose the initiative. And it should be okay, though. Their first salvo won't be able to finish this off because our defence is quite strong. So I think I might actually yield the initiative for this. Oh, in fact, I should have used the 5. Because they can't use the 5. They can't use the 6, they can use the 5. Just reset that. I definitely want to go there. Because that'll be damage to all. So if we use the 5, they won't be able to use the 6. We'll be losing the initiative anyway. Okay, we'll give this a go. Also, they could only use the 3 there, so they've lost 2 damage all around the place because of the dice they didn't use. Yes, but they've got the initiative, unfortunately, so that means they fire first. But all that did is a little bit of damage to that one. Now, there is another mechanism in this game, collecting bottles. It's a thing. I'll go into that in a bit. There's a lot to learn here. So now I'm actually salvoing, so this is going to be very straightforward. I think I'll be able to get this down to 1, but no lower. Because we're doing broadside. So what I might do is go for this one instead. Get it down to 2. This might be slightly more effective damage, generally. So now I'm going to do the shark bite on just 1. Oh, shite. Oh, yeah. Ow. Bloody hell. Well, I fired my broadside on them. Didn't realise that was going to happen. And now they've taken the 5, so they've got initiative. Oh, they've got the dice. They've got the initiative. Oh, they've got the. They get to choose the dice first, which unfortunately is going to be quite painful. And we haven't got any dice because we can't use a 3. We can use everything but that. If you collect enough bottles of ink, you can. Oh yes, actually, holy shit! If you collect enough bottles of ink, you can actually use one of these skills. I've only got 1 so far. Reroll is actually very useful, so let's do that. Oh, it's giving me a 5! And used up all my ink doing that. Oh, I'm glad I remembered that mechanism. Excellent. Which means we can now not really do very much. I'll be able to. I can't finish him off. What I can do is put that to there, which will give me a better attack. Because otherwise I'm doing 1v1 and I won't be able to do any damage. But if I put that there, that means in future I'll be able to actually tonk them. However, what's the broadside? Hang on, let's have a look. The broadside does damage to all, so it might be worth me sacrificing myself for 1 turn, and hopefully the next turn things will go better. It gives me the initiative here, but there's not really much I can do, I don't think. I can salvo. But unfortunately I won't be able to do anything, so it's skipped that because I can't do any damage. Now it's doing my actions, so it's going to be 2 and 2. Ow, ow, frankly. But now in the next turn I should be able to do some serious damage. I get to choose the dice, and I will be able to... I'll lose the initiative, but who cares? I can broadside them, and that should... Oh, they've got up to 3 now! Little bollocks. That's not what I wanted at all. I could try repair the boat on this thing, but then they... Well, they can't actually use any of the dice in this go, so it might be worth me doing that. Tactics. Because they won't be able to use the dice, that'll actually hurt them quite substantially. So watch this. Yes, down to 1 again. Down to 1 again. Now, having said that, what I should have done is therefore... There's not much I could have done to actually win there, but in the next go... Oh, look, I've healed back up to 8. So in this go, I should now be able to finish him off. Yes, finally. Unfortunately, they can't use the 6. Hooray! So without me even having to do anything there, we've won. It does move very quickly. There's a lot to take in each turn. And since we've won, everything's healed. A victory should be rewarded. Time for loot. The winner can usually choose for each ship. Increase health, increase attack, increase defence. These improvements continue to work until you return to Europe. So, presumably on this campaign. This is something new, which hasn't happened before. It takes a while for the... it keeps on introducing new stuff throughout for quite a long time at the start. Alright. So, this ship gets... We've already got 2 attack. Maximum health plus 3. They have a basic defence because 1 isn't very much. You, on the other hand, I think you should get... You've already got the defence. We can make it... I don't see the point. I'm going to give him defence as well, so this is actually a very defensive ship now. Har! Years of study were not wasted. Reducing the number of people in the boat to 1 has increased the probability of rescue to 98%. Go on. Quack! Polly, it's not polite to call a survivor crazy. Check whether he's a member of Captain Maligna's crew. Court Alchemist cured your service. Captain Maligna's fleet was attacked by pirates. I survived thanks to bravely strategically withdrawing to a prepared position. He was actually in the previous campaigns. He kept on him deserting. He's a cheaty little prick. He's a jebby bastard. Squawk! Polly, smelly coward is equally rude. It's better that we introduce ourselves and explain that we too are here, on order of the Chancellor. Well met, eccentric captain. As the right hand of the beloved Chancellor, I am privy to his plans. Let us sail west. Perhaps the cargo from the wrecked ship is still there. Squawk. Polly adds that we may find other survivors there, including Captain Maligna. Ah, of course. The wise bird read my thoughts. I said, changing the voice completely. Right, so that's the first thing of this 3-fight campaign. Point 2, Wanted, in which the noble-hearted Polly rushes to the survivors, but the black-hearted sea dogs do not give up. Right, so what have we got this time? Oh dear, we've got 2 sharks. Squawk! All in good time, my dear. We'll get to them right away. You know, such words from the mouth of a lady are really too much. Yarr. So we've got 2 probably shark bite lads, but we've also got a... Oh, okay. Heal. Heal the ship by 1 costs 2. Inks. Sometimes it's easy to miss the inks. Anyway, so what have we got? We've got the shark bites again. This time... What creature is this? It's something. Oh, we've met these before. I can't remember which ones these are, but these are the ones... there's a bit of ramming action, which, if they actually do use this, any dice that you've got on here, increasing stats, can actually be taken away if they use that attack against that boat. Which is a bit of a problem. They've also got 8 health, which is not nice. 2 attack for salvos, 2 attacks for salvos, only 1 attack for salvos. So I'm probably going to be trying to attack these first. But let's see. Now we've got a bit more... I mean, this guy's very defensive. It's a bit piss. But at least it'll mean I can use my broadside more effectively. So, what can they not use? They can't use 6s. So we can use that against them now. They can use everything else. Well, apart from 1s. So I'm going to leave them with a 6. Ha. And since I'm only using 2 dice, that means we'll probably keep the initiative. Fire poly, broadside. So I'm definitely going to give that to... In fact, I might as well... I'll use the 4. Because we can't otherwise use 4s. And then we're probably going to be using the 5, I guess? I mean, I could make it so that this guy... Oh, no. No, let's not do that. I can increase the attack strength of this guy. You know what? I might actually use... no, I want them to hurt, so I'm not going to use the 6. I was thinking about it, increasing attack strength further, but I'm not going to do that. I could do another salvo. That might be fun. Oh, I could just give myself more defence. I'm going to give myself more defence. That's it's best to assign these quite early, just so you get more use out of them in the battle. Right, so the 6 hurts them a little bit, but they will probably end up healing again. We have the initiative. Now this one is going to heal itself. And I think I might go for this one then, because this is not going to heal itself. And we should end up doing 2 damage in total, I think. Oh, I could go for this lad. He's got quite a bit. He's got more defence though. He's got 2 defence, and this one's only got 1. So I'm going to go for this one for both ships. Take that. They do their salvo against that one. Blimey. One thing pointing out, the defence thing only works against salvos, not the special attacks. Oh, unfortunately they did ram. They all went for this one, and they rammed the dice away, so I've no longer got that defensive advantage. God, I've got down to 2 already. That is not good. I will be able to do the broadside though, so we'll definitely do that. And should probably be able to... And the trouble is now, this guy, if they both salvo me, we've got plenty of defence, but we can't bolster that. If they both salvo me, I'm not sure if I'll survive that, because last time they did that, they took 2 damage off. I mean, that'd be 4, 5 against, well, down to 3, so they will be able to finish that boat off, which is a bit of a prick. Trying to work out what I can do here. I can pick up that bottle, which doesn't really do much good. Heal for... that would be nice, but I need another bottle, which I do not have. So all going to rest on this lad, I think, at this rate. So I don't know, I'm not sure what to do, because this I think this lad is going to pop his bloody cork. What if I do that? I can't. Will I be able to ever use my 6? My fire poly? Or will it just be a waste? Well, they can't... Okay, we'll use a 5. This might just be a waste, but at least the 6 will damage them. They are random rolls, sort of, from what I can tell. It's not the same every game, but especially early on in the tutorial, it can be, actually. But it is... Oh, shit, there it goes. Yeah. Kind of expecting that to happen. He's going to be... Oh, he's going to ram me again. Oh, I've lost that die now. Oh, piss! That means I can't attack him at all. Oh dear, this is not... I was not expecting that. Because the dice from here usually go when you get rammed, but if there's no dice there, then I see they go for those dice as well, which I did not know. And now I've only got 1 bloody dice. I think we're for the chop here. I think we're buggered. Well, at least I have the initiative. Although oh, I couldn't fire though, could I? Because I didn't have enough attack strength. Anyway, at least I broadsided them. But now they're going to absolutely annihilate me. So there's a taste of the 1.0 version of Here Be Dragons. If you want to check out more of my turn-based stuff, check out Dicey Dungeons, which is a bit more of a fast-paced take on the whole dice battling thing. And one of my favourite games of last year, that. So, yeah, do also check out my top 10 games of 2019 as well, for 10 of the best indie games imaginable. Of last year, anyway. Anyway, do subscribe to the channel as well if you want to be notified when new stuff goes live. Check out my Patreon if you want to support us, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.